Welcome to EHI TV, eHealth Insider's essential news on video. I'm Shana Crispin. The Royal College of Radiologists Imaging Informatics Group has raised concerns over efforts to extend the picture archiving and communication system contracts under the National Programme for IT, which are due to end in 2013. The group says one local service provider in particular, Accenture, is asking trusts to extend their contracts until 2016 and offering them discounts of up to 17% if they do so. The group's chair, Dr. Neelam Dugar, has written to Richard Bacon asking him to take a look at the negotiations. I spoke with Dr. Dugar about her concerns. Here's what she had to say.
I've written the letter to Richard Bacon because I've been concerned from the email that I got from Accenture saying that 20 trusts have signed up to extension. We did our own analysis locally and we found it not to be value for money, and I'm worried that other trusts have not done the analysis and have simply signed up for it. There might be good reasons for signing up. I just want to make sure that trusts are actually doing the value for money analysis.
Linda Davidson, Director of eHealth Media, has been covering the PACS contract since the outset and is with me to discuss Dr. Dugar's concerns. Welcome. Firstly, one of the main concerns Dr. Dugar has is that Accenture is offering discounts of up to 17%. Why is this an issue?
I think maybe the point Dr. Dugar's driving at is that you can only really test a market and test value and quality if you actually go out to tender and look at what other people are going to charge and what sort of quality of service they can provide. And I think it was the expectation that trusts, or more likely groups of trusts, would do this when the national programme contracts expired. And there was quite a sort of bubble of expectation and interest around this area. So I think maybe there's an element of surprise that trusts have just ticked the box and not to renew and not looked at other options.
Right. So what are your thoughts on how Accenture has gone about this and is offering these discounts?
Oh, I guess like any supplier, they're out to hang on to their customers, and who can blame them for that? I think that they are very keen to hang on in their sort of with their customers in England's east and northeast. They put a lot of effort into that, and if you talk to senior managers there, they are very engaged in this area, and they want to work not only with the best use of PACS, but with using that technology to streamline radiology processes.
Okay. So in Dr. Dugar's letter to Richard Bacon, she said it's a well-known fact that the initial PACS contracts are not value for money. How is this the case?
Well, there's a lot of history there, really. When the original PACS contracts were let, not just for the east of England and north, I think a lot of radiologists who had experience in this specialism looked at the prices and raised their eyebrows because they'd been involved in local procurements where they'd seen, in their view, much better deals going through. I think CFH and the National Programme have always stoutly defended the contracts that were set and acclaimed them as a great success, which they were. Don't let anyone take that away. And I think even the critics would say that it was unlikely the NHS would have got so far so fast without that big push. But I think there's been an ongoing interesting dialogue between the two about the value for money of the contracts. Hence partly the interest in the end of the contracts and the expectation that there would be quite a lot of rethinking on the part of trusts on what they were spending and what they were getting for the money they spent.
Okay, thank you, Linda. eHealth Insider contacted Richard Bacon's office to see if he'd be following up on Dr. Dugar's letter. We were told he's away on parliamentary business until early September, but he'd be looking over the details when he returned. That's all we've got time for this week, but in the meantime, keep updated on this news story via our news pages. You can also follow the editorial team on Twitter for updates on all of our news stories. That's at eHealth Insider or at EHI Reporter.